Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to yet another edition of FBI Tea Hour. This is episode number 13 from FBI Tea Hour for the story of Mr. Mish. Is it Mr.? Yes, because it's David Mish, right? Let me double check. Yes, great. So it's Mr. Mish. I got it right. So we're going to hear the story of Mr. Mish and how he got involved in FBI Tea Hour. And can we mark any more states off of our map? I definitely need to print out a map of the United States and color it in. Or highlight it or something so that I too can keep track of all the states that are involved and make sure that we're getting them all. We gotta catch them all, Pokemon. Yeah, Ash and the FBI have the same motto. How fun! All right, so we're going to cover the story of Mr. Mish real fast. Let's do that. What did Mr. Mish do? What did Mr. Mish do? What evidence do we have against Mr. Mish? Let's find out. Okay, great. So here's where we pick up the story. On approximately January the 7th of 2021, David Mish contacted the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department, stating that he had information to provide about the fatal shooting of Ashley Babbitt, Ashley Babbitt, sorry about that mispronunciation, Ashley Babbitt, who was shot inside the U.S. Capitol during the civil unrest. So he has some information to provide. How did he come by this information how did you come by this information? On January the 8th of 2020, Detective John Hendrick of the Metropolitan Police Department contacted Mish by phone and recorded the ensuing conversation regarding the FBI shooting. Mish stated that he, together with several others, had entered the United States Capitol. That would be how I gained information. That's how I gained information by being there and calling the police and I have some information to offer. Call them. It's like your call may be recorded for quality assurance and also to put you in prison, but more quality assurance, but more to put you in prison. So anyways, he stated that they had entered the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021. Mish asked, "Because I entered the Capitol building, are you guys going to take me to jail? I didn't break anything. I went in, yes. As it happens, no. As it happens, no. They will not take you to jail because it's the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. The D.C. Metropolitan Police Department does not have jurisdiction with respect to the United States Capitol building. So as it happens, my friend, the answer to this question is no. The Metropolitan Police Department will not take you into custody, arrest you, or put you in jail. Someone else may have an interest in it, but not the MPD. You're safe so far." Great. Detective Hendrick clarified that that his sole investigatory focus was on the shooting, which is true, and that he was not involved in investigating Mish's actions inside the United States Capitol. Also true. These are all true statements. Yeah. I'm not interested in your actions inside the United States Capitol. I'm not investigating them. The police don't even have to lie. It's nice. Detective Hendrick explained that investigations and demonstration inside that was being handled by other agencies. He probably should have omitted that part. There's no particular obligation that he has to clarify. It's like, first of all, the police can lie, but he doesn't even have to. It's like, no, we're not investigating that. We have no interest in it. But then he went on to clarify anyway. Yeah, it's being handled by other agencies. And he stated he could not say whether or not Mish would be arrested. So with this kind of prudential warning that he didn't really have to give him because he's not in custody, right? So he doesn't have to give him Miranda. He could have just said, no, we're not investigating that. We're not going to take you to jail. And it would have been true. But anyways, even with the warning, Mish subsequently stated, "I came up the stairs where the scaffolding was. I was with a group of guys. Everyone was yelling, 'Breach the building.'" Excellent. Based on my knowledge of the investigation and review of footage of the civil unrest of the Capitol, I believe Mish was present at the door leading to what's known as the Speaker's Lobby. In his interview with Detective Hendrick, Mish stated that a group of several individuals went into a bathroom adjacent to the Speaker's Lobby, and he objected when one of the group broke the mirror, stating, okay, This is great. Again, how do we get to their intent, right? How do we get to their intent, right? So he's in a bathroom with a bunch of his fellow, I don't know, rioters, and he would like to object to breaking the window. Is it because he doesn't believe in destruction of property, or is it because he has some other goal? Would he like to clarify his goal, and would he like to tell the Metropolitan Police Department about specifically what his goal was? Would he like to clarify, this is my intent? I wasn't here to break mirrors. Then why were you here? Would you like to tell the Metropolitan Police Department why you were there? Yes, I would. I would like to tell the police why I was there. So he stated, we're trying to get to the politicians because we want to voice him. Excellent. Mish described Babbitt saying to the officer who was at the doorway, just open the door, they're not going to stop. Or words to that effect, referring to the crowd at the doorway. He's describing this to the Metropolitan Police Department. Good. Mish further stated that he was using his cell phone to record some of the activity. Perhaps the FBI might be interested in getting access to his cell phone. Perhaps they might be interested in some of the photos or videos that he himself took. Mish told the detective, from my video, you can tell I was the first group of people to hit the doorway. From my video, you can tell I was part of the initial group that breached the door. Good. Referring again to the locked doorway leading up to the speaker's lobby that rioters were attempting to breach. Mish stated, oh my God. Mish stated he would provide the video footage to the Metropolitan Police Department and subsequently emailed a link. But to date, neither the Metropolitan Police Department nor the FBI has been able to access the content of the link. Yeah, he probably didn't make it. It's probably restricted or something. So he tried though. That's okay. The FBI has other means of getting it. And, they weren't able to access the link because he didn't give the right permissions, probably. So they couldn't access the link because he didn't give the right permissions. That's okay. How can we get access to this content from this link that we don't have the right permissions to? Oh, I don't know. We could subpoena Google. That would work. Hey, Google, we don't have permissions. Well, if you don't have permissions, you can't get access to the link. Oh, we're the FBI. We want it. Oh, okay. Here's the content. Or they could get it from a cell phone or so many other ways. Don't worry, they will not be thwarted by your failure to give permissions. The FBI has other ways to get permissions. From a court, for example. Yeah. During national news coverage of the civil unrest described above, video footage that appears to have been captured on mobile devices of persons' presence on the scene depicted scores of individuals inside the United States Capitol without authority to be there. Based upon the description, Mish, again, this is what Mish himself is telling the police. He's the one relating the story. He called them, and he's relating his story. Based upon the description Mish provided to the Metropolitan Police Department and Mish's driver's license photo, agents publicly reviewed publicly available photos from a number of sources, including YouTube, and located videos that confirmed Mish's presence. Mish was telling the truth. I was there. They looked at the video. He was there. How interesting. Confirmed Mish's presence in the United States Capitol, an area adjacent to the speaker's lobby. Mish described his clothing. Again, he's the one calling them, and he'd like to describe to the police what he was wearing at the time. That should make it a little bit easier to identify him on any potential video. So he described his clothing as a black sweater, blue jeans, Blue Lives Matter with the United States flag on the hat, and the hat is blue. How will we determine who Mish is from the video? How do we know what a Mish looks like? Could be the guy in the black sweater, blue jeans, with a Blue Lives Matter United States flag on the hat, and the hat is blue. Could be that guy in the videos. These clothing items and Mish's face were identifiable on the video. He was wearing those things. He was telling the truth. He was wearing those things. That's a Mish. Some still shots show Mish in the video reviewed by are below with Mish indicated in the oval. Let's take a look at Mish and his adventure at the United States Capitol grounds. There's a Mish. There's a Mish with his hat, with a flag, wearing the clothing, big nice little circle around him. That's a Mish. There's another copy of a Mish. Here's yet another copy of a Mish. Based on all this stuff, we believe there's probable cause to believe that there is unlawful entry, trespassing, and disruptive and disorderly conduct. So trespass, disorderly conduct, we'd like to arrest Mish police. So that is the tale of Mish and how we got information against Mish. How we got information against Mish in this case was him calling the police and describing his adventure. So, here's exactly what I was wearing. He was wearing that. Here's his face. We've looked at his driver's license photo. It's Mish. Good. Yeah, so ends the tale of Mish and how he's come to the attention of the FBI. If you're enjoying this series, please remember to give it a like. If you're not already a member, become a member. You can hit the join button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe for more tales of Mish and others. But until later, my friends, cheers and goodbye.